What's going on YouTube? Hayden Schreier making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollars. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content. This way I know to keep creating more. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So obviously, we're going to be doing some technical analysis, looking at the pretty frequent run we just saw within the altcoins and Bitcoin. And then we will be looking at Litecoin potentially adopting or accepting Litecoin as a payment transfer or a means of transfer. Obviously, I do remember a lot of you guys were commenting in yesterday's video on me potentially doing a video about Facebook in the following video. And here it is. So you guys guessed right. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. We're on the coin market cap. Market cap is 206 bill, 24-hour volume 11.7, Bitcoin dominance 53.4. So what we can infer off of that is that Bitcoin dominance has dipped from yesterday, which means that Bitcoin is staying where it's at or slightly decreasing compared to the rest of the market. We see it 24-hour volume 11.7, which is fairly higher than yesterday, which I believe was at 10 billion, and then a market cap of 206.2, which is also slightly higher than yesterday. I believe we were at like 204. So we are seeing a pretty big increase in the market cap ever so slightly, so that should reflect the market as a whole. So before we even get into the technical analysis, we should infer that Litecoin and altcoins are going up and Bitcoin is going down. So we should see a lot of green based on just reading these couple of things right here. So scrolling down, pretty much exactly what I said. We didn't even look at it, but that's what I inferred, and here it is. So we look at the top 10 cryptos. 2 out of the 10 are in red and only down, not by much. Tether down by 1.8, Bitcoin down by 0.59, and the rest of the altcoins are actually doing fairly well. Litecoin seems to be one of the top holding coins right now. Bitcoin Cash is first, 7.6, but then Litecoin is following at 2.5, only at 346 million in volume, which is very, very, very low. We've seen this way above a billion, very, very aggressively too. We saw it into like 2 billion before, I think even 3 billion. So we are seeing a slight increase in price. Like I said, yesterday we were going to head above 50, and you can see we're at 51.34. Ethereum at 199. Bitcoin is even up too, which is interesting, at 63.46. XRP at 45 or 46. But everything seems to be looking fairly okay. So what I wanted to move over to is basically this article right here. Let's get rid of these notifications. You can see that this says you can now send and receive Litecoin on Facebook Messenger using LiteIM. Instant Messenger. Hopefully you guys were able to figure that one out. But as I scroll down, as you guys can see, it basically says, here we go. I just want to find where the article starts. Okay. So the team at LiteIM, the project from Zulu Republic, making Litecoin SMS payments a reality, have just announced that users of their platform can now send and receive Litecoin via Facebook Messenger. In the Twitter announcement, the team was quick to point out that Litecoin and LiteIM now can be used by over 2 billion global users of popular social media. Now, I have yet to check this out, so we're going to have to bear with. It's either something that we can add on to the app, or it's a separate app completely. Hopefully, it explains this more in the article. So it says, we are happy to announce this, So here it goes. How to get started. Users willing to try out the service need to start a conversation with LiteIM using the messenger link of m.me/lite.im or hyphen, whatever that is. So I can put that link in the description below to make that easier for you guys. And then it says, once the conversation is started, the user is asked to register from accepting the terms and conditions, blah, blah, blah. After registering, you'll be asked to key in your primary email address. Once this is done, you'll be requested for your phone number in the following format. Service will then send SMS code for you to confirm, blah, 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 blah. You're now set to receive, send, and receive Litecoin on Facebook Messenger. Fairly simple instructions. I could just post this whole link, I guess, from this article in the description if you guys wanted to access all of this and have the instructions for you. Also available, Telegram Messenger. The LiteIM had first launched the Litecoin service on popular messenger application Telegram. I know a lot of people have once used that, but basically that's pretty much that article. Pretty much just bringing awareness to the fact that Litecoin is now being used on Facebook. And now, maybe not to you guys, but that says a lot to me. Basically, what this means to me is the fact that we are seeing a few things. One is that Facebook, which was originally a big issue in the past, basically banning all ICOs and crypto-related advertisements on their platform, have now released that. So it's basically all new ICOs have to go through a strict, vigorous process in order to be displayed because they were scams. And now another big thing is that Instant Messenger, obviously Facebook had to have contact with Zulu Republic to make this possible. And basically they're now saying that they are accepting Litecoin as payment transfers. So this is two things. Very similar to Venmo, or on if you have an iPhone, you can now send cash through that. If you have Snapchat, you can send cash through that. This is another alternative to send cryptocurrency through Instant Messenger. So that is definitely opening up steps in the fact that we're now seeing Facebook become fairly accepted in terms of cryptocurrency. It's not, turning its shoulder. It is actually bringing forward and opening its arms to allow cryptocurrency to be kind of intertwined in its platform, to say the best. So that is definitely an interesting thing, a cool thing at best. I will try to set it up on my phone after this article and this episode. But otherwise, let's jump into the technical analysis. I know that's what most of you guys are here for. So, huge steps have we seen in the past couple of hours, if not in the day. So there's a few things, obviously, I would like to point out, and I'm sure you guys already know this, but we were saying prior in yesterday's video that we were anticipating a move back up to our support at $50, which was pretty much right here, that white line. You can see what happened. We dipped, and I said if we can break through this white line, we were anticipating to move right back up to where the breakdown or the correction started from, and retest our high-low MMA. And I said by the time this comes down to re-hit here, that's where we're most likely going to, trend for. That's where the price action is going to move us probably up to here, and then we're going to see some sort of resistance. So there's two things at that. You can obviously see we found support at like 48.50. And we kind of just reversed back up. So there is a pretty big support down here. But it's nice to see that we reversed. And then you can see we had some issue in some sort of resistance in play over here. We retraced back down. You can see we used that white line as I drew as a pretty strong resistance. Then we broke through and shot all the way up, now facing some resistance at around 51.40. Basically that high-low middle moving average, that green band. So that's where we're seeing a lot of issues right now. But it's nice to see that we pretty much just skyrocketed straight up. Look at how beautiful this was. So a buying price at around 47, selling at 51 is about let's say $4.50. I don't know that exact math, but if you bought 10 coins, you could have made a pretty small profit. If you bought 100, you could have made an even bigger profit. So even with a small move, you could have made like off $4,500, you could have made $500. $4,500 is being like your nest egg that you're using to trade for, and the $450 is what you profited, and then you sell it all off and you restart that using $4,500 as increments to buy and sell this currency and basically make money. That's what I have done. That's how I've made money. And you kind of have to anticipate these plays. We knew that we were going to see a dip. Or, sorry, we didn't know we were going to see a dip, but I told you guys not to buy in until we see which way it's headed. We saw the dip happen. We traced it all the way back down. We waited for it to be in the oversold territory. Even if you guys bought it up here at 48, there's still profit to be made. You can see we did go fairly low, but if you waited to drop in right here, you could have bought it at 48, 47, and then you could have ridden it up and waited till we were near overbought, and then you could have sold off, basically challenging this high-low MMA, and could have made a pretty penny, fairly quickly too. This is within, the 29th to the 2nd, so within 3 days, you could have made $450. That's really good profit. Otherwise, to move on, so this is definitely beautiful. I do think we're going to see some more consolidation. We're back up to that yellow line that we have drawn. I think we're going to consolidate out. I think we're waiting for Bitcoin at the correct moment. I do want to explain where Bitcoin is headed. So obviously, you guys can see a few things happen here. We have a support right here at around 62. Some sort of uptrend symmetrical triangle is forming right now on Bitcoin's Coinbase. So we are on, this is the Coinbase one on the 4-hour. You can see the relative strength index fairly okay. Plenty of potential to move higher up. We are only at 59. Current prices at 63.57 for all you who want me to call out the numbers and viewing this on mobile. But you can see we're currently facing some resistance now. Very easy to call. You can see we bottomed out right here. Support shot all the way up to resistance at the top at 63.68. And I honestly think we're going to trade out sideways, consolidate ever so slightly, and then we could pretty much just trade out until this point right here. So I'm really anticipating some sort of sideways movement funneling us into this corner right here, and then we will see potentially a much bigger break, whether a correction or a bullish breakout. We're going to have to figure out, and there's money to be made on either swings in either direction, so that is something to pay attention to. I don't know why. Oh, okay, this didn't pop up. Oh, there it is. That's what I was anticipating. I just want to see really quick if XRP loaded in. Still no. Don't know why that glitch is happening, but I have a backup plan. Otherwise, you guys can see Ethereum is making some slight moves, facing some resistance at $200. You can see we did actually manage to break above that. We were at like 201 for a couple minutes, but we currently retraced back down. Currently at $100 and I believe $99.65. You can see the bottom support right here, and I'm actually going to draw in that support because it's fairly strong on the 4 hour. So let's draw that in right here. There we go. I'm going to make this white because, like I said, it is on the 4 hour. And we said, even though it is a strong on the 4 hour, it's not a very sustainable level, mainly because we're not graphing this on the daily or the weekly. But we do have a support here. So for future references, if we do bottom out again, it could be around that 193 region. But you can see currently facing some resistance right now at its high-low MMA. Following Litecoin's path, Bitcoin's path, probably Ripple's too, or XRP, whatever you want to call it, in a second. But again, consolidation is needed, and pretty much they're all riding on what Bitcoin plans to do. We're pretty much seeing when this consolidates out, so not much price swings should be in the forecast until we hit that symmetrical triangle. So for whatever reason, I'm having some weird lag glitch that doesn't allow XRP to load in on this other window I have open. So just really quick, I do have this right here to show you guys. This is on, I believe, Safari and not Google Chrome. So whatever reason, I do not know, but I can still graph on here. This loads in fine. So as you guys can see and hopefully notice, there's a few things happening right now. XRP on its daily did manage to break through bullish, and it did get caught quite into its, high-low MMA. We're kind of trading out sideways right now. We're stuck in between this channel right here. We're stuck at support at around 44 cents, 45 cents, and we're kind of stuck at a resistance all the way up here at 50 cents, but there is a very strong resistance we're battling right now at around 47 cents to be almost on the dot 0.46924 if you guys wanted to graph that. But you can see resistance at the top here, and we're kind of trading in here, trading out sideways. You can see we bounced off support right there. We're just trading out. I think the same thing is happening. We're just waiting for Bitcoins to make a bigger move, and honestly, I think we should all just be, watching Bitcoin at this moment in time due to the fact that this is leading up to a symmetrical move. But otherwise, that's going to sum up the episode for today, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.